What's going on, Slatters? Welcome back to the Piplup Party, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to make guaranteed profits from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So with Sword and Shield, the first set to come out was Sword and Shield, the base set. Pretty much what we're going to do is give a brief analysis of each set and kind of explain the good ones and the bad ones when it comes to investing into them. First one, as I said, is the Sword and Shield base set. Now this set is a pretty weak set. I am a fan of the Zacian and Zamazenta gold cards down there, but they're only $20 and $15. The highest card you're going to see is $49. So the best card in Sword and Shield base set, not even $50. I really don't got to say much else. This is one of the weakest sets in Sword and Shield. Then move on. Hopefully we get some better things. Well, it's Rebel Clash. This is even worse, and in my opinion, Rebel Clash is the worst set in all of Sword and Shield. So if there's one set you do not want to invest into, it is Rebel Clash. Best card, $27. Not even $30. That's crazy. You'll see as we get into some other sets, $30. There's some cards in sets like Evolving Skies and Chilling Reign that have like the 10th best card still over $30. So Rebel Clash, you're not doing it for me. You know, as I take a further look at this, they did not start off strong. We move on to Darkness Ablaze, a $34 Charizard VMAX, which I think is a cool card. But yeah, when it comes to your chase card, $34, it's not great. It was hype at the time to pull one of these, but looking back at it now, $34. Darkness Ablaze is also another set you should not invest into. We are starting off 0 for 3. Then we get into Champion's Path. Now, here's the tricky thing with this video. A lot of these sets are from the past, and it's going to be hard to invest into a lot of these older sets right now, because the Champion's Path Elite Trainer Box, I think, sold for $50, and right now they go for about $100, so it has doubled in price. But it's going to be hard to find one that's going for $50 nowadays. But if you do manage to get one, I would take it, because you can get an $180 card and a $170 card as your two chase cards. Besides that, every other card does not go for a lot at all. And matter of fact, you get this Suspicious Food Tin as a gold card. It's $2, and I have two of them, unfortunately. But yeah, you got two really good chase cards here. Problem is going to be finding this at MSRP. And if you can't, then I don't know if you're going to make too much from it. Honestly, if you see an Elite Trainer Box at $100, if it's me, I wouldn't get it at this point. Stick with me, because I promise we're almost out of the bad sets. We have Vivid Voltage up next, with the Pikachu VMAX going for $144. This is the whole shtick of Vivid Voltage. They have this card and pretty much none others. I mean, there's a few cards that are decent here. None of them, though, are going to compare or be a chase card compared to this Pikachu VMAX here. This card, I actually pulled one, and this was probably the highlight of anything I've ever pulled. If you want to find something to pull, then I would tell you this Pikachu is a pretty good option to chase after, because this was fun. But in terms of investing, which is why we're here, I don't think Vivid Voltage is really that worth it. Okay, now here we go. We're getting on to some better things. We're gonna skip the McDonald's set, because that really isn't. I don't really think that's a part of Sword and Shield at all. We're gonna go to Shining Fates. Okay, now this was an interesting set. This is pretty much the version from Darkness Ablaze, except it is just a lot cooler looking. The Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. Now this goes for a little over $100, and as you can see with the other card prices here, this is pretty much the only card you're gonna want to go after, because the other ones, they're not really chase cards. But this is a cool card. And in terms of, once again, like I said, for Vivid Voltage, if you want to pull it, I think this is a really cool card to pull. But in terms of investing, I mean, Shining Fates, it hasn't really gone too much up in price, because it was printed a lot. This was part of like almost peak COVID, peak lockdown. So I don't know. This set's a bit iffy. I have a lot of the Elite Trainer boxes, and it's just not going up that much. So I personally would not invest into this. Remember when I said to bear with me? Because now it's going to get good. We have Battle Styles. Okay, Battle Styles, in my opinion, is a criminally underrated set. I don't think it's one of the best sets, but it's definitely not one of the worst. I've seen a lot of people say Battle Styles is in the debate for the worst set, and it by no means is that true. It is clear of Sword and Shield base set, clear of Rebel Clash, clear of Darkness Ablaze. It is sitting comfortably in the middle of the pack for sets, in my opinion, because you have a Tyranitar V, which is your top card, coming in at $104. Now, this card I also have pulled, and it was pretty dang cool, let me tell you that. But not only do you have this one chase card, and then a bunch of garbage cards like we've seen in all the sets I just covered, we also now have a $66 card, a $42 card, 35, 18, 17, 14. It starts to fall off there. But look at this. The top four, you got $104 all the way down to $35, which, by the way, is still a good pull. And I think, let me look up the price of Battle Styles. Battle Styles right now is 109. It's actually gone up. Yeah, as you can see here, in December, it was 84. It has shot up, with a lot of the other sets actually shooting up as of late. $109 for this set, honestly, in my opinion, is still worth it. I definitely think it would have been ideal to get it back when it was 84, but at $109, I believe this is still potentially the cheapest booster box there is right now. We can confirm that in a bit, but I think this is the cheapest booster box you can get. And the cards inside are not the worst out of any set in Sword and Shield, so if it's up to me, I would tell you to invest into Battle Styles. I do like this set. As far as individual cards, I know this Tyranitar keeps going up. We can look at the TCG player price, 102. I checked this a little while ago, and it was like $80, so this card is still going up as well. That's very good to see. If we look at the graph here, it was like the raw price. Yeah, look, you could get this a year ago for $60, and now it is up to a little over 100, which is a record for this card, I believe. Moving on to a set that a lot of people call Chilling Pain, but it is Chilling Rain, and this is actually a more stacked set than a lot of people thought for a long time, and I was always a good believer in Chilling Rain. And finally, the price has gone up on these booster boxes, and the cards inside of it are still very cool. Right now, you can get a Chilling Rain booster box for $134. That is going up. As you can see, about a month or two ago, or this was 3 months ago, you can get it for $101, and now it is all the way up to $134. So it's gone up $30 within the span of 3 months, about $10 a month. I think December as well, yeah, is when you saw another pretty big hit in the price, or a pretty big boom in the price, actually. And rightfully so, because if you look at the cards inside, your top card, this is the main chase card, the Blaziken VMAX alternate art at $162. And behind that, you have another card over $100, the Galarian Moltres alternate art at $126. Then, if you're into the gold cards, you get a gold card of a Snorlax. This is the secret rare, going in at $82. Then after that, you have a $68 card, a $62 card, $58 card, $52, $49. Yeah, it's a stacked set. You're still going. $45, $38, $33, $30, $30 again. You see what I was talking about with, was it Rebel Clash, where it didn't even have a card over $30? I was saying, as we're going to get to these later sets, they have a lot of cards that are in the roster that are still over $30 in price. Chilling Rain is a very good set. I bought this Zapdos for like $35 graded back about a year or two ago. Absolute steal. Very happy with that, because this is going up in price as well as a lot of the other cards here. So if you are deciding whether you should invest into Chilling Rain or not, I would definitely say to do so. It's still going up in price, as you can see here. It may hit a little bit of a stop there, but it is back. It's going up still. Whether it's slow or not, it is going up, and I would recommend investing into this. Oh boy, okay, here we go. Evolving Skies. All right, let's go to the TCG player prices. You get a $483 Umbreon VMAX, which I think might not actually be the highest price it was at. If we can look at a graph here, I think Umbreon broke $500 at one point. Well, you're going to get a confirmation on that with the raw price. Yes, at one point it was going crazy, $544. It's calmed down a bit. It's back down to $483. Still a killer card, though. Rayquaza VMAX at $271. That is a ton. You got a lot of cards here. You got 5 cards over $100. This is by far, financially, the best set in terms of the card prices. Here's where it gets tricky. If you go and look at a booster box for Evolving Skies, you are going to see the prices are not amazing. Do not let this price right here deceive you. It's not $250. It is $338. Wow. Okay. Yeah, a lot of these $250 things are the booster boxes, but they're all just individual packs. It's not actually the booster box. Right now, it's going for $338. That is incredible. That's over twice as much as a Pokemon booster box when it comes out at market price. So I might sound insane for saying this. I do think it's still going to go up in price. So it's if you do think that you can make any profit on this, then I guess in that case it's worth investing into. But in my opinion, I think it is so far out of retail range where for me, I already have a couple. I personally would not invest into this. I just think it's a bit too far gone from that market range. But I do still think it's going to go up. So if you really want one, then I think you are okay to buy one. In terms of these cards, though, you can definitely find a couple cards down here that are going to go up in price. I think all of these cards right here, all the evolutions here were like $50. like not that long ago, and now they're up 74, 72, 65, 64. So yeah, I mean, you can definitely, if you look hard enough, find some cards that with some really good artworks that are going to go up in price. So I think individually you could find some cards that they're good investing into, but as far as the booster box as a whole, I just don't think it's amazing for the price it's at right now. Then we have Celebrations. Now this is interesting, okay? Because Celebrations, if you look at the cards inside, you actually don't get that much money out of it. You have the top card, which is this Charizard, $72. It's not great. And then you get the Blastoise like $6. So if you don't get the Charizard, no one's gonna care that much. That's with, what is this one? This Classic Collection, and then just normal Celebrations. The highest card is $36, and then the next highest is $2. In Celebrations, a lot of the cards go for a lot of money. Here's where it's interesting though, because I got, let me show you this. I was able to find this at Walmart for $19 or $19.99. Now, I was a good Samaritan. I only bought one, but there were a few there. So if you can find something like this at a Walmart or something like that for $19, go for it. There was one of these out. I think I checked yesterday, and one of these, someone had it up on TCG Player for like $24. Now checking it, it's gone. So if you can find this for $19, you could instantly flip that. So my point, to be more transparent, is if you're gonna find something like right now this box for $40 on TCG Player or something, I wouldn't do that. But if you can go into a Walmart or something like me and just find this on the shelf, that's a good buy, and 100% I would encourage you to invest into that. On the side though, I will say, like, this Flying Pikachu and Surfing Pikachu, they're cool cards. I think they're better than the price they're at, but I mean, they're so small in price that I don't even know if it's worth putting your money into, even if the price would go up. Now we have Fusion Strike. Okay, Fusion Strike is another set that it was slept on for a long time, and I thought it was a decently loaded set. You got Gengar VMAX for $166. A sick card, banger card. Another banger card, the Espeon VMAX, coming in at $163. This is kind of like the card that was missing from Evolving Skies. It got chucked into Fusion Strike though, so you did end up getting an Espeon if you weren't happy about that originally. These two cards though are the chase cards, 160s each on these cards, which is very good. You then got the Mew VMAX for $83 after. So if you're not going to get one of these two and you pull this one, this is still a very good card. Then you get the Mew for $45. Mew VMAX 36, then 32, 29, 27. By the way, this Celebi has gone up a lot in price. This was at like 15. I don't know how long ago, but this was at $15. It's doubled in value, which is very cool. It's not an overly dense set in terms of the cards, but you do have a few here at the top that are worth a good bit. When you look at the price of a booster box, it's actually right up there with Chilling Reign. It's only like $5 worse in terms of or $5 cheaper in terms of price. At $130, honestly, and look at the trajectory this has been going up as well. Honestly, I would recommend investing into Fusion Strike. It's another one where it's not like the booster box is completely out of retail price, but if you're going to look at the cards inside, they're pretty good. So comparing this to the price of the booster box, I would definitely recommend investing in this Fusion Strike. I do want to say though, I'd pick Chilling Reign over Fusion Strike, but Fusion Strike still is not a bad choice at all to invest into. Then you have a set that people would consider to be one of the best sets of all of Sword and Shield. That is Brilliant Stars, with this Charizard V coming in at $175. Now that is an incredible artwork. Followed up as well though by a Charizard V-Star at $84. These prices, let me just switch this real quick. These prices are not as high as I thought they were. They might have crashed a little bit. Regardless, it's still a strong set. You can get an Arceus V for $42, Charizard for $28, $27, $25, $21, $20. So it's definitely as well not a stacked set, but the cards at the top are still worth getting. This Charizard right here, the other Charizard, the Arceus, they're all pretty good cards. Now this is why I 100% out of anything in this entire set recommend you invest into Brilliant Stars, because look at this. You right now on TCG Player, you can get a Brilliant Stars booster box. It's gone down a tiny bit in price, but you can still get one for $181. If you were to go on to the Pokemon Center right now, you can buy these still at $143. You also would get free shipping, because Pokemon Center, $143 if you're going to purchase something like that does qualify for free shipping. So $143 you can get this for, as opposed to people who are selling these at $181 on TCG Player. So you can get it $40 cheaper than it is valued on TCG Player, which I think is pretty amazing. And I think all these sets over time are going to go up, so you're just going to make more money than the plus 40 that you already got instantly from purchasing it on TCG Player, which for me is a no-brainer. I think Brilliant Stars at that price on TCG Player, not TCG Player, Pokemon Center, get it at that price. I think it's 100% worth it. I apologize if I was mixing up TCG Player with Pokemon Center there. Yeah, to clarify, get it from Pokemon Center. If you do that, I think it's 100% worth it. This is going to be a long video. Jeez, you got Astral Radiance up next because it is an $110 Machamp that leads the charge here, followed by Dialga for $51, Palkia for $47. This set is not incredibly stacked. Once again, it has a couple of good cards at the top, but the cards at the top do not go for the same as Brilliant Stars. So I think Brilliant Stars is definitely a better set, but Astral Radiance is a little more deep in their card prices. Astral Radiance, though, as well, goes for $118. That is even cheaper than Brilliant Stars, what is it, Fusion Strike, Chilling Reign. That's cheaper than all of those right now. $118. And this one has the Galarian, or not Galarian Gallery, sorry, the Trainer Gallery. I think Brilliant Stars does as well. But Astral Radiance, another set with the Trainer Gallery, makes pulls a lot more fun, which means a lot more people may buy this set. And it may end up being a good investment. With the cards you see here, I would recommend investing into Astral Radiance. I think the card prices here are good enough. Yeah, Astral Radiance, definitely one I'd invest into. Amazing Beedrill card, by the way. Pokemon Go. God, where do I start with this? This set prices, they're not great. This is one of my favorite sets, actually, just purely because of the fact that I used to be addicted to Pokemon Go. But if you look at the card prices, they're not great. And, I mean, there's no booster box to it. You can get an Elite Trainer box and all that stuff, but I don't think the Pokemon Go is going to go up really that much in price. I think the Radiant Charizard is cool, but this has gone down. A lot of these cards have gone down in price. Pokemon Go, I don't know if that's going to be a great set to invest into. I would steer clear of that one. Another McDonald's thing that we are going to ignore, because we are going to Lost Origin, which is a pretty good set. You got the Giratina V going for $262, followed up by an Aerodactyl V for $120. Then you get the Pikachu VMAX, potentially my favorite card of all of Sword and Shield, at $48. Then a $40 card, another $40 card. This Pikachu V, which also might be my favorite card of all of Sword and Shield, for $29. So I mean, this set, after this Giratina here, it starts to have a pretty relatively big fall off in price. But these top two cards here, this Giratina and this Aerodactyl, are both very good chase cards, and at the price of Lost Origin right now, which would be $137, I would definitely, you know what, I'd pick this up. I'd pick it up at $137, because you compare it to Sun and Moon, and I think the cheapest booster box you can get is like $175. So at $137 for Lost Origin, which a lot of people consider to be one of the best Sword and Shield sets as well, I would definitely think Lost Origin is a good investment, and if I were you, I'd pick it up. We're getting pretty close to the end here. We have Silver Tempest. Okay, this was the last of the normal sets before the holiday set of Crown Zenith came out, but Silver Tempest right here. The chase card for this is a Lugia, which is going to come in at $183. After that, it's actually a pretty big fall off. The Rayquaza VMAX, $44 right here. Although it's a very cool card, I could anticipate this going up in price a little bit here, but it's at $44 right now. Then you got the Unknown at $42. Serena is $38 again, $36, $26, $20, $19, $18, $16. You're starting to see some fall off here. But yeah, Lugia is pretty much the main, and as we see here, kind of the only chase card out of Silver Tempest, really, in terms of price. And it's not great when you look at the booster box prices. You see $130 to pick up one of these booster boxes. Honestly, I don't know if I love this investment, just purely because of the fact that you see the card prices here. They're not great when you compare it to some of those other things I said, like Lost Origin, like Chilling Reign, like Fusion Strike. You know, a couple of these at similar prices to the Silver Tempest set just kind of outclass Silver Tempest, and I think those are much better investments than Silver Tempest. So unfortunately, Silver Tempest, we're gonna have to pass on you. Yeah, we're gonna move on to Crown Zenith though, the last set. And boom, baby, here it is, Crown Zenith. They ended with a bang, let me just tell you that. Giratina V-Star is $174. Next to that is the Arceus at $118. Then you got Mewtwo at $106. Then you got Dialga and Palkia both coming in at $70. Then you got a $46 card, a $40 card, 35, 34, 34, 31, and then right after that you finally dip below $30, but they still have some depth to them. So Crown Zenith is a very strong set. Once again, this is a holiday set, so there's no booster boxes for it, but they have Elite Trainer boxes and stuff like that right now is not crazy above market value, but I do suspect that these Elite Trainer boxes, actually, let me pull up the price. See, right here, you can get a Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box for $60. Its lowest point was 44, and now it's up to 60, a little under 60. So right now, if you do want to pick one of these up, I still think this is going to go up in price, potentially double in price. So I think that this is a good set in terms of investing into. There's also a Pokemon Center exclusive version. It's a bit more pricey, on Pokemon Center, but it's also going for like, it might go for like $80 right now on TCG Player. So I definitely think that any of the Elite Trainer boxes from Crown Zenith are worth investing into, because these Elite Trainer boxes are going somewhere. Crown Zenith is a banger set to end off Sword and Shield with, and if you're me, I'm investing into it. So if you're you, I'd recommend you do it as well. So that is all of my Sword and Shield investment advice to you guys. Take it how you will. If you disagree with it, do not invest into it. If you think I may have made a good point, then feel free to invest. Once again, it's all up to you. These are just my opinions. But if you did find the video helpful at all, please leave a like. I would appreciate that a lot. And subscribe to join the Piplup party, because you are not going to want to miss out on some of the future videos we have. That's all you got for me for this video, though, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!